Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins ready to go to work on offense, led by their second-year quarterback out of Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
To absolutely no one's surprise, the Dolphins did invest a high first-round pick, number 5 overall, to draft Tua in 2020. I think that most people would say that his rookie year had plenty of positives, but it was sprinkled with a few negatives as well. Remember, he controversially took over for Ryan Fitzpatrick during the open week prior to Week 8. Miami did go 6-3 in his starts from that time, but he had to get rescued a few times in games by Fitzmagic. And in his own words, he called his rookie year below average. I don't think the franchise believes that, but they're looking forward to seeing him improve.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. On the right side open is Gesicki. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Tua now on first down. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. Now, everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
This is Gaskin on the carry. Julian Blackmon bringing him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Tua to Parker there for the Miami first.
And we all remember when Devante Parker was drafted, a first-round pick out of Louisville. Really hit his stride in 2019 with 1,200 yards. Numbers dipped a bit last year, but he can be a real dependable target for Tua Tagovailoa.
Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Colts offense ready to go here for the first time. And the former Philadelphia Eagle turned Indianapolis Colt Carson Wentz Set to take over here at the controls in his first year in Indianapolis.
And Carson Wentz made the move from Philadelphia to Indianapolis back in mid-February. And although his last season as an Eagle, not one that he wants to remember, he's now reunited with his former offensive coordinator and current Colts head coach Frank Reich, and gets to play behind one of the best offensive lines in football. A great place to resurrect his career.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Now Wentz. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On first down, Wentz. This is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath. And the ball is knocked out, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. Finding Gaskin underneath. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run now with Gaskin. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback and makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So on fourth down, the Dolphins' new punter for 2021, Michael, to punt. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. To throw is Wentz. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? On play action, it's Wentz. Rolling to his right. This goes out right to Doyle. 7 yards, the pickup there. On second down, it's Taylor. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there, and that'll bring up second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. High throw, but the catch is made. Touchdown, Colts. Carson Wentz connecting with Michael Pittman on the touchdown there. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Now a throw here, hauled in. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there. Now Tua. He's got Fuller. A gain of 6 there on first.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He's going to let one go deep for Parker, and it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up fourth down. Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. Yards there on the punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, you talk about just coming in and completely seizing momentum. They can go up 21-0 here. We haven't even hit halftime.
And the other part of this, you can start to feel the unrest here in the stadium. I think these fans are saying, what hit us? And this isn't about fantasy points. This is about rooting their team on.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. That'll bring up second down. Throwing is Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Here's the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Wentz. That ball caught by Campbell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Wentz again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, as the first half is winding down. Extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. It was a terrific first half from quarterback Carson Wentz. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The drive will start at the 20. Rodgers will not return it. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Wentz now on first down. Throws this one right side to Pascal. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Tua. And his throw is incomplete. Devante Parker was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Gaskin. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Miami. Hines now on the return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And 40 catches as a rookie for Michael Pittman. He overcame some early injury problems and really developed into a reliable target as the season went on. The son of a former running back, that's what he looks like after the catch.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing now is Wentz. That's into the hands of Pascal. And all the way inside the 15 before the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Miami set to take over. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!"
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Tua sets up to pass it. Open man is Waddle, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Tua to throw again. Shaheem, the tight end, on the right side.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the doll to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. To throw again on second down. Tua. And he loses the football a second time. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now Wentz. They're going right back to Pittman. And he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another.
Solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now a give to Taylor. 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Colts have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Again, it's his 6th catch and a first down. Tua going to throw. Another catch there for Waddle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's complete to Fuller. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. To Fuller for a Miami first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And then didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned.
Throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Another tremendous play by Xavier Howard. 10 interceptions, led the NFL last year. And he was the first defender since Antonio Cromartie in 2007 with 10 or more in a season. When you throw it in his area, you're taking a gamble.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. 4. Now a 2nd down at 6. Again, it's Taylor. Stays on his feet, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on, hit the jackpot there. 98
yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Taylor. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to